Good morning everyone, and here we are in the last week of distance learning on Monday the 18th of May 2020. Have a really quick look at what we're doing this week and a quick chat about that. Okay, so today we're going to go over the spelling rule and the spelling activity for today. Then we're going to look at the writing activity, which is about Jurassic Park kind of images for this week. Our reading focus is still the news reports, so we'll look at the next lesson for that one. And our reading activity is to do with an advertisement. The maths that we're doing this week is now to do with integers, which is spelled like that, and I'll fix the other one up later. Integers, and Friday we'll just be working towards wrapping up and getting everything done on Edge Studio so that we're right to go back into the classroom on Monday. So the spelling this week is to do with the sound or. Okay, now as you can see, the phonics or the graphemes they've used to spell this sound or is AU, AW and AL, which is really doesn't represent the sound of or. So let's quickly have a look at our thrush chart and make sure we understand that. So 44 phonemes, 44 sounds. These are the most common ways to write the sound using a grapheme, which is a letter, or teachers would say phonics. That's my puppy dog, he's being naughty now over there, playing with a ball. So these are the most common graphemes, the most common letters that are used, and in this particular case today, the common graphemes or the common letters that are used to make the sound or are AU, AW and AL. And we could look up and see why that is. So these are just letters standing on their own in letter boxes. They don't make a sound until we put them with other letters in a word. So here we go. 24 consonants, 20 vowels. Consonants, the air is blocked in our mouth by our tongue, teeth or throat, our lips, and the vowels are when our mouth opens and the air comes out and forms the syllable of the word. B, k, ch, d, f, g, h, j, l, m, n, ng, p, r, s, j, sh, t, th, the, v, w, y, z. Our vowels a, e, e, a, e, I, I, o, oi, u, ua, o, ow, a. Now this is the sound or from our spelling words today. Let's have a quick look at what they are. Audition, lawyer, author, claw, auction. Well, that makes a different sound again, doesn't it? That's out of the op box. And this is what I mean about putting just letters in and teaching the way that letters sound and are spelt. We've jumped from one sound or to a. Okay, so some of these words go under these boxes that spell the sound or this way, and some of them go under another box, like auction, does not say or. Okay, and if I taught that we put this AU in the same box as audition, I would not be happy with that because it makes a completely different sound, and that's very confusing. Laundry, trauma, awkward, they're all making the same sounds. Awesome, although, all, that L makes a sound. Although, so I wouldn't put that in the box. Awful, audience, falter, walnut, nausea, yawning, hallway, daughter, international, planetarium, imitation and prehistoric. So that or, where we do use audience, daughter, laundry, awesome, they do make the right sound, so that's good. They all come out of this box here, this or box. Fork, ball, sauce, saw, door. Are these the only ways that we can spell this sound? Absolutely not. And if we're in the classroom, we'd look at all the different ways, and there'd probably be maybe 15, 20 ways to spell that or sound. So when we come over to our spelling, you can either use the sheet that you have out of your booklets or head up your books today, and I've been a little bit organised today, and headed my page up Monday the 18th of May 2020 spelling, and we're looking at the major graphemes, the common graphemes AU, AW and AL that spell or, and we're going to pop those, write them into the right box if you don't have the sheet at home. If you do, you're going to write them in. So let's have a quick look now just to make sure. Audience, well, that's pretty obvious, that makes the or sound, and what one would we use here? We would use the AU sound, which is, have they got one? Source. Okay, or as in source. Okay, next one, daughter, same thing, or as in source. Laundry, now here we've got awesome, which is AW, and do we have a word for that in our box, an AW sound? Yes, we do, under saw. Okay, then we keep going. Awful, walnut. All, the AL. Does that AL make one sound? All, nut, nut. Yes, it does. Although. Now that is not the same sound. We can't put that in the box because the L is making a separate sound. Although. It's only the A there, so cross that one out. That does not go in the AL box for all. Author, nausea, that one does, AU. Lawyer, oi. That's not making an or sound, so that can't go in any box. Yawning, or that can, AW. Awkward, AW. Alter, no, that can't because the A and the L, you can hear them clearly. And hallway. What are we listening to there? W. Completely, every single one of those letters have their own sound. Almost feel like scrapping this idea because it's not really. We're going to use it as identifying the or sound out of the 4 box. So go through and where you find those letters, put them in like we did. But where that L's making a sound, that's not making an or sound. That's making a sound. So don't put that in. All right, let's head over to the actual writing for today. And the writing for today is to do with Jurassic. And I sent you through the PDF because the link here wouldn't open for the reading. Don't forget to download your Word document and pop your name on it. So if you haven't opened up the PDF and you can't open it, here it is on the screen so you can read it from the screen here. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is the, that's not bigger. This is the image today, and it's the image of a good old T-Rex, or I suppose that might be an Allosaurus, you guys would know, and he's stomping through, which looks like a bit of a Jurassic Park kind of a theme there. And here's our story starter. The engine screamed as the wheels spun around. His heart pounded. Tim knew that he only had seconds to act. There was a long, moss-covered log wedged underneath the Jeep, preventing it from moving. The wheels continued to spin pointlessly, smoke starting to billow out from underneath the bonnet. A terrifying roar filled his ears, and he knew the monster was right behind him. He could feel the ground shake beneath him as its gigantic feet collided with the ground. He knew what would happen if it caught him and muttered a prayer underneath his breath. Tim suddenly found himself lunging forward. He realized that the wheels must finally have found some traction, and he breathed out with relief as he sped off onto the path once again. The wheels of the Jeep content to be chewing up the firm gravel once again. The chase was back on, and the T-Rex let out another blood-chilling roar, determined not to let its prey escape. So there you go, there's the image for today. Okay, so the activity we're going to do, that noise is my puppy. I'm very sorry about that. I'm throwing his ball up and catching it. I'm being very playful. So our questions for today, we can get rid of that now. We'll do an activity with those spelling words tomorrow that will examine those phonemes a little bit better than that. Okay, so today what you're learning is onomatopoeia in a story, and as you know, onomatopoeia is a really great way of saying noises, like superhero noises, pow, wham, grrr, okay, all those noises that make a story very exciting. Using punctuation correctly, of course, we always do that, and writing in paragraphs. So based on what I read you and the information from the image, these are the questions that you are answering today. How do you think Tim is feeling? Please answer in really good sentences. They don't have to be really long sentences with capitals and full stops and punctuations, and make sure you read them. What has caused this Jeep to stop moving? And talked about the spinning of the wheels. Question 3, why is he all alone and being chased by a dinosaur? 4, are there other people or dinosaurs close by? 5, how will Tim manage to escape? 6, if you could bring back the dinosaur, would you? Why or why not? And 7, might it be possible to bring them back one day? Do you think it's possible, based on what we know about DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the building blocks of human life, do you think that it's possible to bring back dinosaurs today? So just provide your explanation for that. Okay, that's our spelling and writing lesson for today. Our next lesson is reading, and our next lesson for our focus writing newspapers, so newspaper reporting. I'll see you then.